Hey, Spook Junkies, what is happening? Hope you guys have been having a great week so far. We've got Chills. Chills, yes, I know. The guy with the annoying voice that we can't stand. But hey, this video popped up in my feed and it looked interesting, so we're going to watch it. It's top 10 scary videos that should be legal to watch. Hey, remember Faces of Death? Has anybody ever heard of Faces of Death? Leave it in the comments. I know it's something that that came out like, oh my gosh. I mean, I think it was in the early 80s when I unfortunately saw one of the videos. It was, well, if anybody knows anything about Faces of Death, it was about a video. There were a number of videos that came out that were, well, showed real death. And don't subject yourself to any of that. It's not worth it. It's pretty sick. I think they banned them now. I don't think you can even watch them anymore. But anyway, that's what we're going to be doing today. It was uploaded July 17th, and it's 18 minutes long. So not as long as the last two videos that we've watched, but it is. So we're just going to get straight on to it. Anyway, oh, hey, did you know that if your eye was a digital camera, that it would be 576 megapixels? Yes. How did they figure that crap out? I have no idea. Oh, my gosh, I sucked at math. I use more of my right side of my brain. That's, I like to paint and do, well, do all the creative stuff. So anyway, that's what you got calculators for and computers for anyway. So, but how they figured that out, I do not know. If anybody knows what kind of math they use to figure stuff like that out, hey, leave it in the comments, please. Anyway, let's do this and get this party started. So there we go.
Are you authorized to watch these top 10 scary videos? Whether or not you've been given the all clear, these videos are going to scare the wits out of you.
I don't miss that
Number
voice.
10, Gulf of Mexico flames, burning water. You probably never thought such a thing could exist. Posted to Twitter by Manuel Lopez San Martin. The eye of the fire in the Gulf of Mexico was created by an underwater pipeline leak that released natural gas, which was later ignited by lightning at the surface. It's uncertain how long the gas had been leaking or what hydrocarbons are being released, but what is certain, it isn't the first. The eye and incidents like it are just additional examples of underwater pipelines like this failing.
Poor sea life.
This enormous pit of fire in the ocean is nothing short of terrifying,
and we don't have enough
because
stuff
water shouldn't be on fire.
Right now. I tried to adjust the volume so it's a little bit louder so you can hear it.
Number 9, Happiest Ghost on Earth. Disneyland is called the happiest place on Earth, but take a turn down the wrong road in Toontown, and you might just find it's the scariest. Posted by TikToker MyCinema135. The scary video shows a ghost hidden in the smoke of a fireworks show at the world's most famous amusement park. Disney guests spotted the creepy phantom figure along the castle wall. The large figure appears to be dressed in white with one hand on his hip and the other raised.
Now, come on, you're at Disneyland. I mean, there's all sorts of things going on there. I mean, how can you say that that's a ghost? Looks like somebody just taking a break. What do you...
As if in a cheer. The brief appearance is enough to give you pause, but is it enough to prompt viewers to skip out on the Magic Kingdom?
No.
Most TikTokers are unfazed by the figure, with some saying it's a statue and others suggesting it's Walt Disney himself. One TikToker, Joshua John Norton, even has an explanation. He writes,
Disney wasn't that
the
casual.
cast members normally wear blackout costumes.
Kind of guy.
This cast member's costume caught the light and was captured by the camera. So what do you think? Happiest place on Earth? Or does the paranormal lurk in It's a Small World's dark corners? Number 8, Merciless Mud Flow. On July 3rd of 2021, a horrific mudslide hit Tatami, a Tokyo resort town.
You guys notice how much this is going on lately? Don't know.
Down in Japan, creating this frightening barrage of debris and mud. Heavy rain poured, creating a torrent of muddy water, which took out roads, houses, and pretty much everything in its wake. 20 people went missing. The flooded hillside dislodged with the water's force as well, taking buildings along with it. Days later, they remained buried beneath layers of mud. Rescue operations for those who were lost or trapped in the mud and evacuation efforts were underway. One witness of the event told broadcasting company NKH, "I heard a horrible sound and saw a mudslide floating downwards as rescue workers were urging people to evacuate, so I ran to higher ground. When I returned, houses and cars that were in front of the temple were gone." This video is just one example of the devastation done. Posted to TikTok, the video shows what appears to be a slow-moving slurry of debris at first, so slow that it simply nudges a vehicle with its wipers out of the way. The vehicle manages to escape and get out of the mudflow's path seconds before the onslaught tears through, kicking the debris up with horrible fury. A house is seen collapsing amidst the mess, with mud spreading into every corner. Mudslides are not unusual for Japan's annual rainy season, which lasts from the end of May until mid-July, but few are quite as devastating as this one, which forced residents both from Atami and from nearby cities to evacuate. And the rain continues. Number 7. Encounter with a Psycho. In this video from Exploring with Felicity, posted on YouTube in May of 2021, Felicity gets more than she bargained for. She is exploring a scary rundown building on her own, testing her limits to see how far she can get.
Now, you know how I always say, never alone. Never do these things alone, no matter what.
Turns out she can't get very far before this happens.
What the hell? Looks like a mental patient.
Now what?
Felicity aims her flashlight into one room but hears a loud bang in the next room. When she turns, she's faced with this mad psychopath. He has a creepy red face and is wearing a white robe with red marks all over it. Of course, she runs for her life, but he follows close behind.
What the See the way he jumped out of there. I gotta rewind that. I gotta rewind that for a second. Oh my gosh. Oh, my mouse froze. I think I need to change the batteries in it. Let me see what's going. That was funny. I mean, if this is real, you know, I'm sorry, but man, the way he jumped out like that, that was just too much. Let's see. Okay. Let's see. Did I go back far enough?
Now what?
Okay, now watch.
Felicity aims her flashlight into one room but hears a loud bang in the next room. When she turns, she's faced with this mad psychopath. He has a creepy red face and is wearing a white robe with red marks all over it. Of course, she runs for her life, but he follows close behind.
Did you see that? That one step out? Oh my gosh. Oh. I don't know. I don't know. I think this is like definitely staged.
After hiding in her room, she leaves the door open a crack and asks what the man wants.
Why would you do
no
that?
answer. When she opens it again, guess who's there waiting?
Oh God, this is so stupid.
Oh, what you want?
Oh my God.
As Felicity is running for her life again, she shouts at the man asking if he's alright. He heaves and roars, standing in a corner. The answer is no.
Are you alright?
Later, she captures the man seemingly sitting on the toilet. He yelps and roars again, rising to his feet. Felicity races past him and out the door. The man starts shouting at her to come here, getting angrier and angrier.
I need to get out.
As she's trying to escape him, she trips.
Of course. They always trip. Always trip.
He takes the opportunity to grab her leg and drag her, but somehow she manages to get out of his grasp. Felicity legs it out of there, but
like
we're
a good
left
old
not
B
knowing
movie,
what happened to
right?
her.
Oh, no! Freaking
The screen cuts out and goes to the SMPTE color bars test pattern.
I feel like I'm watching the Sci-Fi Channel. Oh yeah, the famous
Did Felicity
bars.
live to explore another day? All I know
my
is I
gosh.
wouldn't be going back to that building anytime soon. Number 6. Scary
Oh, boy.
Randonautica. YouTuber Near Shadows provides more proof that Randonautica is a very scary app
We
that
haven't
may
seen
just
any
lead you
Randonautica
into
for a
scary
while.
real-life experiences. Jeremy and Tina head into the darkness in this scary video posted June of 2021. At one point, the app takes them to a place where they become covered in ticks. Jeremy and Tina shake out their clothes, trying to remove the sucking beasts. During early evening, they are brought to a
Sucking
busted up,
beasts.
broken down car. Jeremy says they should look in the trunk. They see if they can pop it open from the inside, but it requires a key. So unfortunately, they don't investigate further. Later, they're picking through a field,
can pull
trying
down
to
that
find
back
evidence
seat,
linked
maybe,
to a
to get in
phone
there.
that they believed once belonged to a life taker. They come across creepy bones in the dirt. Tina notes that it's a jawbone, and judging by the pointy teeth, it's an animal jaw. Due to a small
Jawbone.
rank, they think there might be something buried in the area. While still on site, they use a spirit box to communicate with any spirits that might be hanging around here. After asking what the spirit's name is, the spirit responds that his name is Tom.
What is your name? Tom.
Is Tom the victim or the perpetrator in whatever happened here? Near Shadows can't get a straight answer out of him, so we can only guess.
Could've sworn
Number
I heard- I
5.
could've sworn I heard
Outside
like a
the
little, like,
house,
whistle thing or
legends
something.
of
I'm
a
not sure what that
Bigfoot
was.
monster have been around before the creature even had a name. 1,000-year-old petroglyphs in California are said to depict a family of Bigfoots, including one, the largest, that local tribes called the Hairy Man. While many Bigfoot sightings have graced the internet, none is more convincing than this one published to YouTube by Graphnix in May of 2021. The crew first comes across a creepy kit that some biologists on an expedition with a company called Orchid left with their own findings. In the kit, there are Polaroids of the creature they encountered in the woods. It looks very much like a Yeti. Later, as they're investigating the woods for themselves,
That looks like
the
that
crew
Walt Disney
witnesses the
character.
Yeti encounter. After locking the doors and turning out the lights, they hear a terrifying roar. A short time later, they hear a panting sound coming from outside the house through the bathroom window. When
Oh,
they
that's a
inch
cool
to the room
sync.
to investigate,
Yeah.
this happens.
It's nice.
I don't see anything.
Oh,
In the
I saw
orchid
fingers.
container they found earlier, there was also a USB drive confirming that these extraordinary creatures are real.
So before I end the video, I'm going to play the contents of this final USB drive for you. What's on here is, well, you'll see.
BS.
In the scary video clip, some explanation is given. It seems the orchid had been running tests on the creature. Maybe only now that Orchid's experiments
What is
have
it?
made what was once peaceful creatures into aggressive ones.
Now-
Number 4.
Oh wait, hold on a second there. Was that supposed to be a Bigfoot beating somebody against the ground? Is that what that's supposed to be?
Well, you'll see.
In the scary video clip, some explanation is given. It seems the orchid had been running tests on the creature. Maybe only now that Orchid's
Okay,
experiments have made what was once peaceful creatures into aggressive ones.
Well, if that's
Number
not
4.
Okay, well, if that's not like some sort of rag doll that thing is picking up, that whatever it is got to be one strong dude. I mean, if this is a fake, you know what I mean. I don't know, this whole video just seems kind of out there, if you know what I mean.
Empty haunted house. What happens in haunted places when we're not around? Published to YouTube by Amy's Crypt in April of 2021. This scary video reveals the answer. It was captured inside an empty haunted hallway that doesn't seem so empty after all. Revisiting a house that they'd investigated before, Amy's crypt returns to do another paranormal experiment. After rigging the house with several cameras, the crew left to see what would happen inside the house when they weren't there. One of the first things they capture occurs shortly into the video, as the camera pans around the rubble of what appears to be a living room with a fireplace. Several noises are heard, like something is being banged around. Shortly after, Amy asks the empty room, "Are there any children here?" An orb can be seen dancing across the bottom of the screen, and at the same time, tapping is heard. Later on in the video, a rattling is detected. Perhaps the sound came from the sheet of tin in the opposite room, which is leaning against the stone wall.
It sounds like it's scratching or something.
In that same room, minutes later, you can hear a loud noise. On the replay, something dark appears and disappears really quickly on the top of the doorway.
Shovel. Shovel. Shovel.
While Amy's crypt is more captivated by the figure they captured with the Kinect, we're freaked out.
Hold on. I'm looking at the top of the door. Now I saw something I thought moved somewhere like in the middle there. That's not the top of the door.
Shovel.
Let's see.
While Amy's crypt is more captivated by the figure they captured.
Let me know, guys, let me know if you saw something. I'm going to rewind it one more time just to make sure. So I thought I saw something move, but I wasn't sure where about at that door.
Later, you can hear a loud noise. On the replay, something dark appears and disappears really quickly on the top of the doorway.
Shovel. Shovel. Shovel.
Okay.
While Amy's crypt is more captivated by the figure they captured with the Kinect, we're freaked out by the creepy demon-like face that appears above the fireplace. As they're listening back for a child's voice that they heard in one of the rooms, a cord that's hanging in the middle of the room moves. Is it windy in here? The child's voice sounds like it's saying come. If I were Amy, I'd be getting the heck out of there.
Yeah.
Number 3, tree swallowing sinkhole. When the earth starts eating itself, you know it's the Last Supper. This event happened in the form of a sinkhole at Assumption Parish in Louisiana. The sinkhole was discovered in August of 2012 and caused upwards of 300 people in the area to be evacuated.
Wow.
It's believed to have been caused by petrochemical services company Texas Brine having accidentally collapsed a salt dome, creating an enormous opening underground. John Bordeaux caught this video of a slow-in, which is when the edge of the sinkhole can't hold up any longer and collapses in upon itself. In this instance, it swallowed up mile-high trees in the process. The salt domes located beneath many Louisiana bayous are deposits left over from the continent's formation. Some of these domes are as massive as Mount Everest, and some are situated up to 35,000 feet below the surface of the Earth. The size and depth of the domes can create an enormous amount of pressure.
That's why people have to stop screwing with the earth, causing things like this to happen.
Salt mining has occurred in these domes for centuries, and they've become crude oil reservoirs in the 20th century. In order not to collapse the domes, stability is maintained through special care in drilling and mining. However, this frightening incident shows that all the care in the world sometimes cannot prevent this from happening. Imagine being feet away from these giant trees being swallowed underground, never to be seen again. Would you stick around to watch? You may be next. Number 2, Scary SCP-096. What you're about to see will give you nightmares. Published to YouTube by Exploring with Danny in May of 2021. This creepy footage is about to haunt the dark corners of your imagination. Danny writes, SCP-096 was first discovered by the SCP Foundation in its natural habitat near a mountain in an unknown place. The Foundation...
Okay. Oh, what was the name of that what was the name of that facility or whatever it was? Hold on. Oh gosh, I'm sorry. I thought, you know, I mean, it's not a bad video. I mean, it's entertaining for sure, but really.
May of 2021, this creepy footage is about to haunt the dark corners of your imagination. Danny writes, SCP-096 was first discovered by the SCP Foundation in its natural habitat near a mountain in an unknown place. The Foundation sent retrieval team Zulu 9-8 to capture the creature. Well, let's take a look at this terrifying creature. After wandering for a while in the darkness, Danny captures the creature he's after, crouched down in a bramble of branches. The figure is pale with a purple tint and seems to be watching the man who's searching for him. For some reason, it appears Danny did not see him.
How can you not see that? Oh, God. Oh, my Lord. Now, if they would have left the SPC, whatever, Foundation out of it, it may have got me. You know, but I mean, come on. The guy's got the camera on. I mean, what do you got the camera pointed and you're looking like around and you're not looking at what's going on? I mean, I saw that right off the bat. I'm sure you guys did.
Continues on, breathing heavily and walking slowly, as if he did not just witness one of the creepiest things to ever appear on camera.
It's good makeup. Say that. Or whatever you call it. I can't find him. I don't know where he is.
A short while after, Danny notices something lurking but does not have his camera on. He turns it on as he starts racing off to the house. After arriving there, he finds wet footprints on the floor. Someone or something has already been here, and recently. Inside the house does not feel much safer. Danny comes across a photograph with a strange figure in it, and later hears some sort of movement that makes him jerk around and call out,
Hello?
Oh, I want to see some ghosts and spirits. I didn't know it had all this weird stuff in it.
But it's here where things really shake up. It starts with the outline of a head peeking, and then some fingers, and then the creature is there in its entirety.
Hello?
Okay. Now this is part of that same one we just watched, right? So obviously this has got to be all staged. Like
Danny shoots off, but for some reason does not leave the premises. He stays for long enough to wander through what he calls some off Resident Evil.
That was real. I would be long gone out of that place.
This is like some off Resident Evil.
And then to happen upon this yet again.
What the hell is that?
Hello?
You hear it before you see it. The creature makes a kind of clicking noise that sets your spine a-tingling.
The famous clicking noise. We've heard that before in Resident Evil and other movies, so come on.
A roar, then its fingers, then its face.
Signs of Mel Gibson.
This is what nightmares are made of. I've got a challenge for you. Since you've made it this far, why not like this video and hit subscribe in the next 5 seconds? Because I upload 4 new scary videos every week. If you're curious about what I look like in real life, then go to my Instagram at DylanIsChillinYT and tap that follow button to find out. Number 1, Holy Tornado. When something looks like a tornado, it's probably a tornado. Posted to TikTok by Brett Dudek. Mother Nature wasn't doing magic tricks in this video.
Now these are the best things in this video so far.
At first, Brett says that it's like a tornado outside, but then he realizes it isn't just like one. It is one. As Brett captures the wild winds that are so fast they rip up trees from the yard, he wonders if he should go downstairs.
Wonders?
Oh my.
Wonders.
It isn't.
The winds pick up speed, throwing dirt and dust and rain across the window pane.
What is wrong with this generation? What is going on? Wonders if he should go downstairs? Wonders. Oh my Lord. Okay. I'm never gonna get used to it. Tell you, not gonna do it.
Yo, there's a breeze. No way.
Yes, way. Get down in the basement.
TikToker Chris Clemens remarks, should I get downstairs, you ask, as an entire forest got flattened? Seriously, this dude is lucky he lived to TikTok this dangerous mess. Are you sick and
lucky.
tired of knowing exactly what's about to happen?
That's what I
Then
wanted
the
to see. I wanted to
unexpected
see stuff
endings
like
of
that.
these top 10 scary videos are sure to surprise you.
Okay. I'm going to stop it right there. Well, guys, hey, you know, you win some, you lose some. This video, I mean, I don't know. Like I said, the title got me. Top 10 scary videos that should be illegal to watch. So, what do you guys think? National disasters is probably all I take away from this thing. And yes, that kid should have been down in the basement. It's weird stuff. Everything else, I think it was just staged and acting and all that stuff. Because, I mean, come on. If that was a psycho, I mean, I don't believe he was a psycho. You know, obviously they're acting. But if you're going to portray a psycho, you're not going to be in a hospital gown. You're more of a mental patient. And if that mental patient wanted you, he would have you within seconds. But anyway, it is what it is. So anyway, hopefully Friday's video, oh my gosh, I hope that's filled with spooks and things that go bump in the middle of the night. But anyway, love you guys. God bless. And I'll see you Friday.